What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday night. I had to think of what time it was. Kimberly Olson here, coming in live. We are going to do an amazing interview with branding expert Monika. She's going to be coming on here in a second. I'll give you guys a moment to hop on. And I hope you guys all love interviews because I believe that success leaves clues, right? So the most important thing you can do is to find where the successful people are. Oh, I can't see on here. And follow them. Okay, there's Monika. Let me see if I can bring her on. Hi. Let me see if I can bring you on. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, it's working. There's always that moment, like you're just not sure. Okay, let's give Monika a second here to hop on. Hey girl, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm just glad that was so easy. Usually it's that moment of like, I hope it works. So I was just introducing, telling everybody what we were up to tonight. So I'll everybody that's hopping on, do me a favor. Let's show Monika a little love. So give her some hearts for doing this interview tonight. I want to see who's on our live interview. So put a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live. Put 2 if you're watching the replay. If you're new to me or new to Monika, put new in the comments. And then I want you guys to share this. Now, even if you have people on your team that aren't going to brand themselves or build something outside of their network marketing business, I still want you to tag your teams because they have to learn how to brand themselves and not their company. So tag your teams because they're going to get a notification. You can invite them right now to watch this video. And for me, when my friends do that, I'm always really happy about that. So make sure you do that and put shared in the comments after you share this because we want to show you guys some love. So without further ado, I have Monika Larson on here and I'm so excited. Monika, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. I really appreciate it. I know you're so busy with your kiddos and you got all kinds of stuff going on. So thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So to start, why don't you share a little bit about yourself, your background, and what got you into network marketing?
Sure. Yeah. So, my background, I went to school, to college. I wanted to become a veterinarian, but, ended up getting into the research aspect of things. And so I worked in research in the biotech industry for about 13 years. And while I was working, I was definitely that person, that mom that was like, well, I wasn't a mom yet. I was saying to myself, like, I would never be a stay-at-home mom, like I don't have the patience. My career is everything. And so I, always thought that that's what I would be doing for the rest of my life. And then when I started having kids, my priorities completely started changing. And, by the time my second daughter was born, I was commuting 5 hours a day.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I would leave my home at 4:45 in the morning, get home at 7:45. I just wasn't present, I wasn't present for them. And so I was looking for other things that I could do. Something else I could do in the science field, if that even existed, something else at home, and that's when I was introduced to network marketing. And to be honest, at first it was the product that really got my attention, but then I was open. So I was definitely open to, other things. I honestly, when I was being introduced to this, had no idea that this was even network marketing or what network marketing even was. And so, but then I heard a comment being made about, the amount of money that can be made. And I was like, oh, okay, like maybe I really do need to look at this. And so that was about 5.5 years ago. And now I get to be home with my mom, get to be a stay-at-home mom with my, yeah, with my kids and, be completely present for them when they're home from school. So I've just fallen in love with this industry 100%.
That's amazing. And there's so many people who start this business part-time with the hopes of making it full-time. And you can sit in that part-time spot for a long time where you still have to keep your job. And it can be frustrating for people I hear, or they just feel like it's never going to happen. And it's so nice to hear from people like you that actually have made it a reality. So when you started with network marketing, how long did it take for you to be able to stay home?
Well, I actually, there was a point in time, so about two, no, like 3 years or so. But during that time, I had just at one point had it so much that I just quit my job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I never would have done that if I didn't have this, business. If I didn't
Yes.
have network marketing, I would have never done that.
Yeah.
So it was, I probably didn't make the best decision in that, but I'm still home 3 years later,
Yeah,
or 2 years
absolutely.
later.
Yeah. And you
So
just, as a mom, you just get to a point where you're like, something's got to give. And it's either my sanity or my children having a mom, you just get to a point where you have to weigh the pros and cons, and you just went for
yeah,
it. But it's nice to have that backup plan. You really had a backup plan in place that you knew you could grow, so it wasn't like you were just being reckless. So because 5.5 years ago is like 25 years in network marketing terms. So when you built your business back then, but how did you do it? Did you do they call it belly to belly? Did you do meetings for coffee? Did you guys do group presentations, or did you do online? Like, how did you build your business, and what are you doing now?
yeah. So I definitely started in the, old school ways, belly to belly, coffee shops, home meetings, three-way calls, those types of things. And then decided to start online, probably just made the decision about a year ago,
Oh,
and
wow.
to go online. So, because I just knew that that was the direction that this industry is headed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know. And I think October was the last time I met somebody face to face, to chat about the opportunity. And I thought, wow, like that doesn't even cross my mind anymore. Things are really shifting to online. It's just so efficient.
Yeah.
So how did you come about realizing or deciding that you needed to brand yourself, not your company, but yourself? How did you come about that?
Um, well, I was extremely frustrated with my warm market, like doing the belly to belly, the coffee shop, all of that. And I was one of those people that was always complaining, like, I have no one to talk to, like, I
Oh,
don't
you
know
were
what to
that
do.
girl.
I was that girl. And so, but I was determined to figure it out, and so I knew that going online was what I needed to do. But I had seen so much, like on Facebook, of just, people posting about their product and their business like constantly. And so, like, I did not want to be that person,
Right.
and so I really took the time. I was introduced to John and Nadia Melton, Ray Higdon, Bob Heilig, and just learned how to, I became a student of how to build my business properly on Facebook, mainly Facebook right now, because I wanted to perfect one thing first. Um, and so that's what I did. And so I learned that the important thing about building your business on Facebook is to brand yourself. And that basically means that what that means is that you want to create um, an emotional response that you want people to have when they see you, online, when they see your name, when they meet you in person. Like, what are they going to feel about you? What do they know about you? It's everything you want them to know about you, like your personality, your passions. And
Yeah.
so then when you post on social media, you want to fit within that realm of your personal brand, right? So, um, for instance, like, I know when I look at your page, I know that you are into fitness, you're a mom, and you're a business coach of some kind. So that's what I can tell by looking at your page, and so that's what we want to do.
That's awesome. So a lot of people that follow me or that I meet people through workshops and just private message, people have questions. I'm finding a lot of people are trying to work through their business page and not their personal page at all. So they'll even have it on not public, they'll just have it on friends only. So what are your thoughts on building a brand? Do you think that people can do it through their page? Do you think they have to have a business page? Do they need to come up with some kind of name? What do you think about that?
Um, I think definitely starting with your personal page is a
Mhm.
must
Me
because
too.
it's
Yes.
so much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier to get people to see you on your personal page, you know, and then maybe you can go into a business page. But I have a page, but I don't even use it right now. So, I definitely think it's important to start with your personal page and just really, create relationships from that page.
Yeah. Awesome.
Does it make sense?
So when you talk about branding, can you talk a little bit about attraction marketing since you study a lot of the same people I study? Did you notice a difference in your business when you started implementing attraction marketing and utilizing some of the stuff you've learned from the leaders in the industry?
Yeah, I did big time because I think you want people to be attracted to you, right? That's the whole point of attraction marketing. Like, what is going to draw people to you? So starting like with your passions as far as like branding yourself. I wanted to put stuff out there that was all positive, positivity, because I hate seeing all the negativity out there, that we see on the news. And so I wanted it to be positive. My kids are very important to me. So obviously they're going to be on my page, my family.
Yeah.
Um, and and then, you even some things about business I would do too, and personal growth and development. Like those were just some of the things that I did used that I branded myself as. And just I don't know. I don't even know how it happens. Like people just start when you have to set your page public. I think you said that, right?
Mhm.
And people just find you. I don't know. Like it's Facebook is so smart.
Mhm. It is.
Um, yeah. So did that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you started utilizing attraction marketing, how long did it take? Because sometimes people will start posting on their personal pages and they're not getting a lot of engagement and they give up pretty quickly. What would you say to people who are just starting out network marketing? Maybe they're a few months in and they're just not seeing the results yet. What would you say to them as far as any advice?
It definitely takes time. I mean, people want to do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right? So to build, to if you're going to start doing attraction marketing and expect results like immediately, then you have to switch your mindset, because you've got to build the relationship with people. So that means engaging with them, having conversations. Facebook Lives is so important when it
Mhm.
comes to attraction marketing, because when you're live, you people can see your vulnerability, that you're a real person, that you make mistakes, that you're just a real person and your
Mhm.
personality comes through. And when I started doing Facebook Lives consistently is when I really started noticing a big difference because,
Cute.
like as far as like um, requests go and um, stuff like that. So yeah, I started really noticing a big difference then. But it
That's,
does take time. And I
yeah.
think people need to understand, like, you don't build a brand overnight.
Mhm.
So
That's awesome. That's really good advice. And I just love hearing from somebody who's seen the test of time, went the distance. And you just gotta be patient. Some people pick it up so quick, and it's hard too because of the
Yeah.
comparatitis or whatever they call it. Everything's
Mhm.
so visible, and it's hard when you see people, your sideline or upline or whoever, just climbing so quickly, and it's just not happening for you. So I think it's helpful to hear the big picture, and long term,
Yeah.
and take your time and all that good stuff. So,
Yeah.
what takeaway tips do you have as far as about branding, or just advice you have from, since you've been around the block for a while? What advice do you have for everybody watching today?
So definitely, figuring out how you want to brand yourself, like what type of people do you want to attract and what do you want to be known for? So figuring that out. Um, and I had to make myself notes here so I didn't
Good.
forget.
I'm telling
Um,
you.
just be your real, authentic self. Not trying to be somebody else. Just be yourself. Um, and then the live videos, to create people or to attract people to you, I think are so important and something that people just really, try not to do. Try to
Yeah,
get around that,
they
you
try
know.
to get around it is so true.
Yeah, but it's so
It's
important.
so much. Yeah, if you can start doing them, I did a training on a team page last night about Facebook Lives, and a lot of people were committing and saying they were going to do it. So I'd love to see more of those from you guys. But the consistency, you guys, you heard her mention that too. Being consistent, and people start to look forward to seeing you, and then they get to know you, like she said, but also they start to expect something from you, whether it be mindset or positive training or strategic stuff you can do in your business. Like they start to look forward to hearing certain things from you, and it just happens naturally because of what you are drawn to speaking about. So if you're consistent, then that really is building your brand, because like she said, we want to evoke an emotional response. So if they are feeling connected to you through your lives, they're going to get to know you and they're going to become super loyal. And that's really what branding is all about. What are you known for, and getting people to follow you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything
I just
else?
want to say, oh, I was just going to say, you really, it's funny how this works because I have so many friends that I've met through Facebook now, like from around the world, well, not
Mhm.
around, maybe around the US that I wouldn't normally have met. I would have never met them had it not been for, being on Facebook. And then I've had people, reach out and say, wait, when do you do your live videos? I haven't seen one in a while, and it's like, oh shoot, I'm not paying attention, and so it is just so important to be consistent.
Yeah, and somebody asked about if you can't do the same time. So ideally, you can come on at the same time every week, almost like a TV show. It's going to hold you accountable and people can expect it. But if not in the beginning, you're going to do them whenever you can. So when I started, I would do them Friday mornings, which is not a great time. I would do them Sundays. Everybody says never do Sundays. I would do them Sundays when I first got started, because literally I just couldn't figure out how to work into my schedule with my family yet. And I just didn't get my mind around it. And so that's how I started. And your goal will be to carve out time every week, work your schedule around it, treat it like a really, really key part of your business, because it is. You're going to get so much bang for your buck if you invest that time consistently. And honestly, it should be 10 to 15 minutes in length. You've got 10 to 15 minutes a week that you can commit to it. So, like she said, be consistent, but find a time that works. But at the beginning, just start doing them. Don't overthink
Yeah.
it. Just jump in. You don't have to be polished. Just do it. Great advice, Monika. Well, thank you so much for being on here. I really appreciate it. You guys give her some hearts for coming on tonight. Make sure you guys shared this. I'll let her go. I have a little bit of housekeeping for you guys of what's coming up in my schedule. But thanks, Monika, so much. I appreciate it.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you so
Have
much
a
for
good one.
having me.
Okay, see
Okay.
you. Tell her
Bye.
bye. Okay, guys, so a little bit of housekeeping. Isn't she awesome? I just love her. I randomly found her and when I first started learning about posting, and she posts great stuff. I just love what she does. So, a couple of announcements. The boot camp is closed. It starts tonight. However, my branding boot camp is open still. So if you want to learn about branding, which we just talked about, actually, I just realized that and I did not plan that. If you want to learn more of what I do, so how to do workshops and coaching and small group programs, all that stuff, put branding boot camp in the comments and I'll get you guys the link. It starts next week. And then tomorrow night I'm doing a training on my business page, The Gold Digger Girl, so make sure you like that page so you get notified. And then May 29th, save the date, put this in the comments, Instagram, if you want the link to the Instagram workshop I'm doing. You guys, I have been full force diving into Instagram, and I'm working on hitting that 10,000 likes or 10,000 follower mark on Instagram, because when you do that, you can put links in your Facebook stories. Could you imagine? You're like, oh, come check my thing out, and you put a link in there. Like, that just blows my mind. So I'm at like 8,000 something. So my goal is to get to 10,000 before the Instagram training. But I'm going to teach you guys everything I've learned to make that happen. So just put Instagram in the comments. I'll have the workshop up, the registration up. I don't know when, soon. I have to focus on the boot camp tonight. So I'll get you guys that link. So just put Instagram in the comments and I'll get you guys the link for that. It's May 29th and it'll be recorded. So if you can't make it, you get access to the replay forever. And then also put Facebook Lives in the comments if you want my workshop on Facebook Lives. It's 90 minutes of content before, during, after, titles, topics, you know, how to get a lot of views, a lot of exposure, blah, blah, blah. Since we're talking about Facebook Lives, I do have a workshop on that, so just put Facebook Lives in the comment and I'll get you guys the link for that. And that's what I have for you guys. So thanks for the comments on my shirt. A couple people said it is a shirt, not a dress. And yeah, so I have my boot camp tonight. Boot campers, get ready. We're going to be going into a Zoom tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you want the branding, that one's still available. The social media one is closed, and I'm so excited, you guys. You have no idea the content that I'm going to bring. Get ready. Things are going to get a little crazy. So thanks for watching tonight. So good to see you. I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time on my business page, The Gold Digger Girl. And I'll give you guys some topic choices on my page tomorrow morning. How about that? I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.